Hello my friends out there, this is Iggy with Thisbytesforyou with another bite of information. Today I bring you an unboxing of the EVGA Geforce GTX 1080Ti FTW3 gaming green 11GB card. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and open this box up, and as I'm going through the unboxing and everything, I'm going to talk to you about the features and specifications of this card. So come over here real quick while I show you what's inside. Alright, so here she is again. The EVGA Geforce GTX 1080Ti FTW3 gaming green 11GB card. ICX, of course. The model number for this guy is 11G-P4-6796-K4. Alright, so you can see right up here, just basically the card. Then number one gaming EVGA, the EVGA ICX, and this is a VR ready card. And then down here, DX12, GameWorks, Ansel, and VRWorks. See along the side, just some marketing goodness over here. Along the back, well, basically it just says a lot of the information on the card. And then a little cutout here so you can see the serial number of the card. Over here, talk about their 9 thermal sensors and some other good information. On the bottom here, just tell you some of the requirements of the card in English, Dutch, Spanish, French, and Portuguese. See that in English right here. And then the top just shows that goodness. So I'm going to go ahead, open it up. Slide the card out. And it sounds like there's some more stuff in there. Oh, there is the poster. Let me first show you the poster. And mind you, I'll take a picture and show you in the video as well, but just a quickie. Little cyborg on here. And superior hardware. And again, I'm going to go ahead and put a picture of what it looks like right here. Not bad. Okay, so then we're back to this. And first off, they have this user guide. First page, the index over here, table of contents, just goes over what you're going to see in here. And then we see the overview, thank you for purchasing, blah, blah, blah. They talk about RMA, step-up program, EVGA community, online community, Precision X OC, EVGA FAQ, EVGA gaming, and folding at EVGA. Over here, EVGA social networks and mod rigs, just so you can see a little bit of what's in there. Then they give you a brief documentation on how to install the card. On this next video, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys how to install the video card onto your machine, so you don't have to worry too much about what's in here. Then they talk about the SLI bridges, which they've actually gotten a lot nicer over the past few years. They've always been a little ribbon cable, but now they actually look like little shields and everything. Unfortunately, I don't have one of those to show you. I do have the ribbon, and I will also be doing SLI. So pretty cool. I'm also going to be doing a full written review, so you guys can see that on thisbytesforyou.com. Thisbytesforyou. Alright. And setting up multiple displays, single mode, extended mode. Anyway, the user's guide there. If you have a problem, do not return the card to the store. EVGA offers direct customer service. I've actually worked with them before on support. They're actually amazing for those of you that may not have had to deal with them just yet. If anything goes wrong, give them a call. They're actually great, super friendly people. And just some of the heat dissipation documentation. Show you here how they dissipate heat, excuse me. All right, I'm going to include all of these in pictures and everything in the review as well. I'm just doing a quick overview. Over here, they have the ICX drivers and everything and all of the software. I don't recommend using it unless you don't have internet, because the minute these are printed, they're already out of date. So go on EVGA.com or NVIDIA.com and download the latest. They have a little badge here. A nice little badge in all its EVGA glory. And I'll just take it out real quick to show you what it looks like outside of the wrapper itself. Okay. So right here. And then probably some 3M adhesive back here. Just unpeel that and put it on your machine. Put that aside, and then we'll just basically a CD, nothing more. Then we have over here the Geforce GTX 1080 series. Again, going over minimum system requirements and basics on how to install the card, how to plug it in, all that good stuff, and all the DVI display and HDMI ports. Then we have over here two nice stickers, one black, one in white, EVGA Enthusiast Built, Max. All right. And then the EVGA foam cutout that reveals the card itself. Oh, there's some more stuff back here. I'm gonna get to the card in a second. All right, just two little baggies and more foam. All right, so then we have here the 8-pin power. See right there what it says, 8-pin. All right, so then it goes from two 6-pins out to an 8-pin. And then another 8-pin, and it's more than likely going to be the same, but let's go ahead and unbox it. Two 6-pins to an 8. Now this comes so much in handy in case your power supply doesn't have an 8-pin, it only has 4 pins. Now, if you only have maybe two, I'm sorry, not 4 pins, two 6-pins. Now, maybe your power supply only has 6 pins, either 4, so this will be perfect, or it only has 2. Now you can always buy the Molex, and I'll include that in the review and in the description below, so you can buy it online. But just remember, you need at least a 600 watt power supply. And the amperage specs, which I don't have right now, but I'll put in the description below. So now we have the card itself. So just remember, guys, this is the green. They do come in different colors. So that's just, this is green. The rest of the card is the same as any EVGA GeForce GTX 1080Ti FTW3 card. Okay, and then we can see right up here, and this is the part that actually, or one of the parts that I should say, that lights up the EVGA GeForce GTX 1080Ti. I'll go ahead and show you that in the review also. Now this card comes with 3 fans, so it's gonna definitely keep it nice and cool with their ICX technology. And then on the back of the card, I'm gonna put this up close. All right, and then so you can listen to it. Oh, I know I love that. Yeah. All right. And so then Down here, they have this little rubber protection here so that you don't touch the gold pins on the PCIe bridge. If the grease on your fingertips can potentially damage that, so you want to make sure you don't lay your grubby, greasy fingertips on that. Then we can see here, Geforce GTX 1080Ti and EVGA. Those, I believe, also light up. Now, over here, we can see the two 8-pin connections. So yes, you do need to connect them both. Okay? And then over here, we can see they have a DVI-D port. Then they have here 2 display ports. And then 1 HDMI and another display. Yep, so 3 display ports and 1 HDMI. Okay. And then, as you've noticed, I've been putting my hand all over this, but thankfully it's got the rubber on there, so keep it nice and clean. And then over here, you always got to go in with the rubber. Then over here, we have another piece of rubber protecting the fingertips for the SLI bridge. Put that back on there if you're not using it. When I put this in my machine though, I take out this, I don't leave the rubber in there. And then over here, the card has 2 BIOSes. So right over here you can see master slave. So you overclock one, then you want to go back to stock, go back to master or slave, whichever is overclocked. And then when you're going to want to go back to the overclock, come back over here. And then right over here, you may or may not have noticed there's a little GPM here. That's part of the ICX thermal sensors. The LED sensors, they show you for the 3 different heat zones. For the GPU heat zone, for the memory heat zone, and for the PWM. So that way, that little sensor right there lets you know what part of the card is hot. And then of course, you can always use the precision to see what's hot and what's not. And then of course, through precision, EVGA's precision, you can regulate those temperatures, which is actually nice. And I'll show you guys just how to do that on Thisbytesforyou on the review. But anyway, this is Iggy with Thisbytesforyou doing an unboxing and an overview for the EVGA Geforce GTX 1080Ti FTW3 gaming green card, 11 GB, again the ICX 11G P4 6796-K4. Iggy with Thisbytesforyou out. See you guys.